Good day future LPT. Let us review. Licensure Examination for Teachers 2023. Professional Education. Let's start. Question number 1. Which of the following conditions manifests trend of globalization? A. Establishment of stronger boundaries between and among nations. B. Increased awareness on the importance of national cultures and traditions. C. Less and less impact of human activity on the planet Earth. D. The incorporation of local and national economies into a worldwide global economy. The correct answer is letter D. The incorporation of local and national economies into a worldwide global economy. Question number 2. According to the Dellers report, there are a number of main tensions central to the problems of the 21st century that we need to overcome. One of them is the challenge to an individual how he or she can adapt to the changing world without forgetting or turning his/her back from the past. What kind of tension or conflict is manifested in this situation? A. Tension between tradition and modernity. B. Tension between the global and the local. C. Tension between the universal and the individual. D. Tension between long-term and short-term considerations. The correct answer is letter B. Tension between the global and the local. Question number 3. Which of the following features represents the new paradigm shift in education? A. Traditional pedagogies. B. Lifelong education for all. C. Rigid subject matter boundaries. D. Knowledge as the only learning outcome. The correct answer is letter B. Lifelong education for all. Question number 4. What is the measure of relevance in education? A. Democratization of access. B. Functionality and meaningfulness. C. Ability to sustain education through the future. D. Excellence and effectiveness. The correct answer is letter B. Functionality and meaningfulness. Question number 5. What is the concern of multicultural education? A. Anticipating the future and imagining possible and probable futures. B. Gender equality and harnessing of the role of women in development. C. Promoting care for the environment and building a global culture of ecological responsibility. D. The exploration of concepts of cultural diversity, similarities, and prejudices to promote cultural understanding. The correct answer is letter D. The exploration of concepts of cultural diversity, similarities, and prejudices to promote cultural understanding. Question number 6. Which of the following may be considered an economic impact of globalization on education? A. Increasing commercialization of education and the corporate takeover of education. B. Weakening of the notion of the citizen as a unified and unifying concept. C. New technologies of information and communication creates new approaches to learning. D. Reduction of state and government support and subsidy for education. The correct answer is letter A. Increasing commercialization of education and the corporate takeover of education. Question number 7. Which of the following aptly describes Marshall Mcluhans' concept of global village? A. The idea that because of rapid globalization and development in technology, the world has become one global village where increased diversity and difference among people has become more pronounced than ever. B. Rapid integration of the planet through media and technology where events in one part of the world could be experienced from other parts in real time, similar to what human experience was like when we lived in small villages. C. Global village is the kind of global world we are experiencing, characterized by fundamentalism, apathy, and conflict brought about by clashes of cultures. D. People's cultural and religious identities will be the primary source of conflict in the post-Cold War world as evidenced by the conflict between fundamentalist Muslims and the Western world. The correct answer is letter A. The idea that because of rapid globalization and development in technology, the world has become one global village where increased diversity and difference among people has become more pronounced than ever. Question number 8. When planning her lessons and units, Mrs. Jones is careful to include books and resources from a variety of cultures and ethnic groups. What kind of education is this? A. Multilingual education. B. Transformative education. C. Multicultural education. D. Gender-free education. The correct answer is letter C. Multicultural education. Question number 9. Which of the following is not a characteristic of globalization? A. Stretching as social, political, and economic activities across political frontiers, regions and continents. B. The growing magnitude of interconnectedness and flows of trade, investment, and migration. C. A speeding up of global interactions and processes through worldwide systems of transportation and communication. D. The expansion of economic protectionism and isolation of poor countries. The correct answer is letter D. The expansion of economic protectionism and isolation of poor countries. Question number 10. Which of the following illustrates the major paradigm shift in education in the 21st century? A. Shift from rigid subject matter to a more interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary pedagogical approach. B. Shift from values education and emotional learning to knowledge-dominated curriculum. C. From contextualized themes generated from global and local realities to pre-organized subject matter. D. From more flexible learning styles to a prescribed pedagogy. The correct answer is letter A. Shift from rigid subject matter to a more interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary pedagogical approach. Like, follow, subscribe and share for more videos. Thank you for watching.